Welcome back to Coin Golden Era Coins, where rare coins become gold mines, and pocket change turns into legends. Today, we're diving deep into the world of one of the most fascinating coins in U.S. history, the 1982 1-cent Liberty coin. It's not just a piece of copper. This coin holds a rich story, mysterious changes, and, believe it or not, is rumored to be worth up to $4.5 billion in total market circulation. You heard that right. So grab your magnifying glasses, because what seems like an ordinary penny might just be your hidden fortune. The origin, a turning point in U.S. coinage. Let's rewind the clock to 1982, a year of transition and change. The United States Mint made a monumental decision that would forever mark this year in numismatic history. United States. Up until that point, the Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, had been primarily made of 95% copper. But due to rising copper prices, producing a penny cost more than a penny itself. The U.S. government had to act. And in 1982, a major composition change was implemented. Two types of coins were minted that year, one in the traditional copper alloy and one in the new copper-plated zinc composition. That's right, same year, two different metals. The mystery of the 1982 varieties. Here's where things get really interesting. Not only were there two different metal compositions in 1982, but the mint also produced 7 different varieties of the 1982 penny. Yes, 7! Let's break them down. Copper composition 1982 large date 1982 small date 1982 large date zinc composition 2.5 grams 1982 large date 1982 small date 1982 large date 1982 small date. Collectors still debate which ones are the rarest and most valuable. But without a doubt, the 1982 small date made of copper is the crown jewel, so rare that only a few are known to exist. Some call it the holy grail of modern pennies. The hidden value in your pocket. Now you might be wondering, it's just a penny. How can it be worth a fortune? Let's break it down. While most 1982 pennies are common, certain rare varieties in mint state condition, especially copper small dates, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. One 1982 small date copper penny sold for over $18,000 at auction, and that's just one coin. If you consider all the varieties, mints, errors, and perfect conditions out there, the combined collector market value of the 1982 1-cent Liberty coin is rumored to surpass $4.5 billion. That's right, this humble penny has grown into a market juggernaut. The demand from collectors, the historical transition from copper to zinc, and the thrill of variety hunting has kept the 1982 cent incredibly relevant and valuable. How to identify the rare varieties. Alright, treasure hunters, here's how to tell if your 1982 penny is the jackpot. Check the weight. Copper pennies weigh 3.11 grams, zinc pennies weigh 2.5 grams. Use a precision scale to check. Look at the date style. The small date features a slightly different font. The 2 is more curved and the top of the 8 sits lower than the 1, and 9 the large date looks bolder and taller. Mint mark matters. D stands for Denver. No mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia. If you find a 1982 D small date made of copper, you're holding onto a potential 5-figure treasure. Error coins and special finds. But wait, there's more. Some 1982 cents have been found with double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, transitional errors like zinc planchets struck with copper dies. These error coins can dramatically increase value, sometimes by hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on the severity and rarity. Market value breakdown. Let's take a look at how these coins are performing in today's collector market. Average circulated 1982 penny 1 to 10 cents. Uncirculated, MS 65 or higher $5 to $50. Rare copper 1982 D small date, if verified $10,000 to $25,000 plus. Major error coins, $500 to $5,000 depending on type. Entire collector market estimate, 2025 over $4.5 billion in value. Circulation across auctions, dealers, and collectors globally. That's more than the GDP of some small countries, all tied to The magic of a 1-cent piece. Closing segment, final thoughts and call to action. So what does all this mean for you? It means that every time you get change, you could be holding a piece of history. One that might be worth way more than face value. Check your jars, your drawers, your piggy banks, and start hunting. That perfect 1982 1-cent Liberty coin could be the jackpot you never saw coming. Have you found any rare 1982 pennies? Tell us your story in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin treasure adventures right here on Coin Collector Hub. And always remember, when it comes to coins, it's not just change, it's history, it's value, and it could be your fortune. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and keep hunting. Would you like a thumbnail title, video tags, or a shortened script for YouTube Shorts based on this? Today? That's right. We're about to unravel the remarkable story of this small copper coin that has captured the fascination of collectors, historians, and treasure hunters across the globe. From its roots in American history, to extremely rare mint eras, and its surprising presence in high-value auctions, the 1979 Lincoln cent has more to it than meets the eye. So get comfortable, because we're diving deep into the legendary journey of the 1979 1-cent Liberty coin. B-roll, old black and white photos of mints, Abraham Lincoln portraits, vintage coin presses. The 1979 1-cent coin is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which began way back in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. By 1979, the Lincoln cent had already undergone several design and composition changes. Notably, the composition had shifted in 1962, dropping the tiny traces of tin and settling into a bronze alloy, 95% copper, 5% zinc. This continued until 1982, when copper prices soared and forced a change to a zinc core. But 1979 stood right in that golden window, a year when the U.S. Mint still used nearly pure copper for pennies, making them significantly more valuable by metal content alone in today's economy. And here's the twist: though it was a common coin, the 1979 cent sits at a pivotal moment in American numismatic history. The U.S. economy was shifting. Inflation, gas shortages, and recession fears made even small denominations like the penny incredibly important to everyday Americans. Extreme close-ups of obverse and reverse of 1979 penny. The obverse of the 1979 Lincoln cent features Lincoln's iconic profile, facing right, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1979. Below the date, you may see a small mint mark, either D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or none, indicating Philadelphia. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959 to replace the earlier wheat design surrounded by the words United States of America and E Pluribus Unum, along with the denomination, 1 cent. But the beauty of this coin lies in more than just its design. Hidden among the ordinary are some extraordinary specimens. B-roll, close-ups of era coins, auction footage, coin grading labs. Here's where it gets interesting. Not all 1979 1-cent coins are created equal. A few rare varieties and errors have made some of these coins wildly valuable. Off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on how dramatic the error is. Double-die obverse coins show doubling in the words like Liberty or the date. These are highly sought after by collectors. BI errors, a tiny die break between the B and E in Liberty, are unique to Lincoln cents and can add value. Proof coins from San Francisco, with mirror-like finishes, are more limited in mintage and can be worth a premium when graded highly. And full red coins, those with no color fading or oxidation, can dramatically raise market value, especially when graded MS67 or above. Coin rolls, change jars, vintage piggy banks. In total, over 10 billion Lincoln cents were minted in 1979 across Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Here's the Philadelphia approximate, 6.2 billion Denver approximate, 4.1 billion San Francisco approximate, 3.1 million inch. That's right, this coin was everywhere, in lunch money, toll booths, and change jars across America. It became a true workhorse of the U.S. economy. But while billions were minted, few survived in perfect condition. That's what makes pristine examples, especially proof coins or era varieties, so incredibly valuable today. B-roll, auction hammers slamming, coin slabs with labels, price tags. So what's the value of a 1979 1-cent Liberty coin today? Worth 1 to 5 cents, unless it has an error. Uncirculated worth between $1 to $10. Can reach $500 or more. Rare double dies or off-center errors. Some examples have sold for $1,000 to $3,000 plus depending on condition. Proof coins, these mirror finish coins can be worth $100 to $200 to collectors. But here's the kicker. Certain ultra-rare 1979 era coins, held in private collections or only seen once at auction, have been appraised at unbelievable prices. One estimate even valued a flawless double die. Today's market? Yes, you heard that right. This is not just any penny. This is the legendary 1975 1-cent Liberty coin. Join us today as we dive deep into the fascinating history, hidden secrets, and the extraordinary value behind this tiny treasure of American history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more coin mysteries and million-dollar stories. History of the 1975 1-cent Liberty coin. The year is 1975. The United States is celebrating its bicentennial spirit. While most of the country is preparing for the historic 1976 celebration, something else is quietly happening at the U.S. Mint. In Philadelphia and Denver, the production of the iconic Lincoln cent continues. But 1975 brought with it some subtle yet significant changes that would make a handful of these coins incredibly rare. History flashback visuals. The Vietnam War ends. NASA's Apollo-Soyuz mission marks a new era. Inflation is rising, and so is the cost of copper. Calm tone. The Lincoln cent, also known as the 1-cent Liberty coin, has been in circulation since 1909. Featuring the bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial appears, an iconic symbol that began in 1959 and lasted until 2008. Narrator, serious tone. In 1975, these coins were minted in large numbers, over 5.4 billion pieces. But hidden among them were anomalies. Off-center strikes, double dies, transitional errors, and a few mystery coins that were either never officially recorded or somehow escaped public knowledge. It is believed that a handful of test pattern coins, or trial strikes made of different metal alloys, were accidentally released into circulation. These ultra-rare versions of the 1975 Liberty 1-cent have now become the holy grail for collectors. Section 2. Why this coin is so valuable. Animated visuals of coin grading scale. So how can a penny be worth $4.5 billion? Here are the key factors that make the 1975 1-cent Liberty coin potentially worth an astronomical value. Historical relevance. 1975 was a pivotal year right before America's 200th birthday. This era was symbolic, and coins from this period hold cultural and historical significance. Metal composition. While most 1975 cents were made from 95% copper and 5% zinc, rumors have surfaced of experimental aluminum or bronze planchets being used. These era coins, if found, are considered priceless. Die variations. Some coins show extremely rare double die obverse and reverses, where the image is slightly duplicated due to a misalignment during the striking process. Condition and mint state. A regular 1975 penny in circulated condition may only be worth a few cents. But a coin graded MS68 red or higher, which means it's in perfect, uncirculated condition with full red copper luster, could fetch millions at auction. Mystery and rarity. Some numismatists claim that only a few of these rare versions exist worldwide, making them virtually unknown and immensely valuable to elite collectors. Combine all this with the excitement, mystery, and the booming coin collecting market, and you have a perfect storm that can drive up the value of one coin to the billion-dollar mark. Coin in circulation and discovery stories. Many of these coins were released into everyday circulation, hidden in piggy banks, lost in old jars, and tossed in vending machines. But over the decades, a few stories have emerged of people finding extremely rare 1975 pennies worth a fortune. Cut to dramatized scenes. A man in Texas finds a 1975 Liberty cent in his grandfather's war collection, later discovered to be an experimental strike worth over $2 million. A schoolteacher from Ohio unknowingly spends a 1975 penny with a rare off-metal composition to buy a soda, only to realize the lost treasure years later. Coin experts agree. Some of the rarest coins ever created may still be out there, waiting to be found in circulation. Section 4. Current market value. Let's break down the market value. Grade description: estimated value G4 heavily worn 1 cent $0.05 VF20 lightly circulated 25 cents $1.00 MS60 mint state $25 $150 MS65 gem quality $1,000 $10 000 MS68 red ultra rare $500 000 plus experimental error coin mystery alloy / test strike up to $4.50 billion narrator. It is estimated that if an authentic, unlisted trial strike version of the 1975 Liberty 1 cent coin were confirmed and sold, it could fetch up to $4.5 billion, making it the most valuable coin ever sold in the history of mankind. Narrator. As the demand for numismatic rarities increases, especially with the rise of online auctions and global collectors, rare coins like this one are seeing a surge in value unlike anything we've seen before. Section 5. Final thoughts, and call to action. So the next time you're sifting through spare change, take a closer look. That ordinary-looking 1975 penny could be worth more than a mansion, a yacht, or even a private island. This isn't just a coin. It's a piece of American history, a mystery waiting to be solved, and potentially a $1 billion jackpot in your pocket. Call to action. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the incredible 1975 1 cent Liberty coin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Coin Collector Hub, and comment below if you've ever come across a rare penny. Who knows, you might be holding the next multi-billion-dollar treasure. And remember, every coin has a story. Yours might just be the next legend. Fade to black with coin spinning. Let me know if you'd like a thumbnail title, video title ideas, or voiceover assistance as well.